notes, because there is some business notes to be taken.
I got a little thing about guys that sell drugs or women who sell drugs. They have that entrepreneur spirit that if they harness it
In the right way.
they can be dangerous, because anybody who will say, I'm gonna sell drugs knowing that I can go to prison, or that I can get killed, that's a strong person.
Right.
They're willing to put it all on the line, and if you're willing to put it all on the line, you can make it in any business.
So how did you start figuring out how you put your team together? Because sometimes
I already had my team.
Sometimes you can't have your friends in the business. Sometimes you can't.
I already had my team. I had a crew that we grew up together. From elementary school, we rode bikes together. Even when I started playing tennis, they didn't play tennis, but they still was my dudes. We played football together, basketball, baseball. That was my team. And when I would learn something new, I would always bring them in
and teach them
what I learned. And that's pretty much really how I became so wealthy in the drug business, is because I had so many friends that I could teach. Some of them didn't do right, but some of them did. Enough did.
And how did you deal with that when it may be your boy, but he messing up business?
The way I did it is, you never give somebody something that you can't afford to lose. So when I sold drugs, if I gave you whatever it was, an ounce or 5 kilos, I already knew that I may never get that back.
Right.
So I was prepared to not get it back. And if it came back, that was a blessing.
That was a bonus.
Yeah.
Like, my background is doing marketing and events, and a lot of times from throwing parties, people think it's so easy. Like, I can just get a venue and throw a party. But I always tell people, don't get into nothing that you can't afford to lose the money.
And I started with $300. With my partner, we started with less than $300. So everything above $300 was always, to me, was a win.
Right.
So
and a lot of people don't understand that in business, that up is up. The green is the green.
Even right now, some of the skills that I learned from selling drugs, I still practice today. Like, people say, you don't get mad, you don't get angry. When I was selling drugs, I couldn't get mad or angry because there was guys that would have reacted
off of that
from me getting mad or angry, or from me losing control. So I always had to be in control.
I always had to play it cool.
No matter what the situation was, I still had to hold up, let's think about it, let's figure out what we're going to do in the situation, and I always had to do that. I think it's a waste for a guy to have $1 billion and not take that $1 billion and let it work for the people. To just harvest it into yourself. My teacher said that he's a hoarder.
Right.
He's not taking that money and letting it benefit the mass. Something's wrong. And a lot of people, that's what they do. With me, I enjoy sharing. I enjoy sharing my knowledge, my wealth. I just like to share, and I think that that's the way that we should be as people. And we should share our good fortune with people who are less fortunate or less educated. And I started to learn, I found out that TV had been clogging my mind up. I was worried about what was happening on the TV show instead of worried about
what was happening in your own
life.
Right.
And those things became the most important things to me. Who was going to win the football game? Who was going to win the basketball game? Instead of
things that are cool but don't really matter in the grand scheme.
Now when it comes down to what you're going to eat and what your family going to eat and how you're going to be affecting your community.
Yeah.
So what I did in prison is I stopped doing all those things. I stopped watching football, I stopped watching basketball, and I really just started focusing strictly on the books, on studying the law, so that I could win my case. And those studies helped me to do what I'm able to do today.
I know you have a lot of businesses, so what's like the main thing as far as that you feel like will take you to that next level or continue to take?
I feel like I'm in a position. It's like the producers when I was in prison. They used to say, "Man, I'm one turn on the knob from going platinum."
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm one phone call away from for all my financial dreams and just taken care of.